Hey everybody, follow-up video to a video I did about a week and a half ago about the Ryobi chainsaw. I still like the little saw, but what I did was I ordered some compatible batteries off of Amazon just to see how they would work in comparison to the Ryobi batteries, because obviously they're a little cheaper. Just some generic brand, 40 volt. They say they're 40 volt, 6 amp hour. But I wanted to show everybody the difference between them, because there is a difference in the performance, which I guess I should have expected, but I just thought it was interesting. So I'll go ahead and show you the batteries here. Like I said, they're off Amazon. It's just a lithium 40 volt 6 amp hour battery. There's no brand name on it really. They make it look exactly like the Ryobi battery, except for the name, of course. Even, made it green. So I'll show you, I've got both of these charged to full battery. Oops, right past. Full battery there. And I'm going to go out and test it with the Ryobi chainsaw, the 14-inch model, on a thicker tree that I brought down. And you're gonna hear the generic battery here will bog down a little bit. I mean, I hope it comes through on the camera. Whereas the Ryobi battery, even though it's a slightly less amp hour battery, will not bog down. It puts out better juice than the generic one. So I'm gonna move out to the little woods here we've got. Okay, so I took this tree down couple weeks ago. I'm trying to get rid of some box elders on the property, and we're going to plant apple trees and maybe some pine trees and stuff. But listen to the cutting. I hope it comes through on the audio. Listen to the cutting sound. First, I'm going to run the Ryobi battery, and this is a pretty thick log, so you're going to hear the chainsaw do pretty well, I think, with the Ryobi battery. I'm not going to go all the way through. I'm just going to start notching it. So this is a really big tree for this chainsaw to be cutting, but it does pretty well. Cutting is steady on that. Now listen to the generic battery, and I hope you can notice it, because I noticed it a while ago. I just figured I'd warn people. It's not a big deal if you're cutting really small stuff, but if you do anything larger, you're going to notice the difference. So here, bogged down like that. So sure, the battery is compatible, but is it as good? Not at all. And back to the original again. So you can definitely tell the difference between the cheap Amazon battery, or cheaper Amazon battery, even though it's 40 volt. I mean, I'm sure there's some electrician out there that can tell, somebody with electronics who can tell me why the juice coming out of it isn't as good, or is not as steady and not as strong. And the Ryobi battery, which is a 40 volt, and the only difference I note is the amp hours, 4 amp hours as opposed to 6 amp hours, but there's definitely a difference in the electricity coming out. So anyway, keep that in mind if you buy one of these 40 volt systems, that obviously the generic batteries are not quite as good.